Just like to offer a big shout out to Touchdown Digital for sponsoring this week's video.
Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Glenn Sumlin and you're watching Sniper Photography. It's been some time since I posted a video up here on my YouTube channel, mainly because I've been very busy with my commercial photography, which that's what pays the bills. And then for my personal landscape photography, the weather up here in the mountains has been absolutely horrendous. Strong winds, rain, you just can't get out. And today's probably one of the best days we've had in the last, say, probably week, but I endeavour to get out very shortly. But today's video is about social media and social media for photographers. Now, in particular, I'm talking about Facebook and Instagram. Now, straight off the bat, I'm not saying that these two social media platforms are no good. I'm not saying that. What I'm basically saying to you as a photographer is that, or photographers, is that using platforms like Facebook and Instagram for your photography is really not the ideal situation. Now, there's various reasons why I've come to that conclusion. I do have a Facebook page and a Instagram page, but I very rarely post there. I actually use those two platforms to drive people from these two platforms, Facebook and Instagram, to my personal website, which I own and I can control. Now, posting images to social media such as Facebook and Instagram, as a photographer, you might think that is a good way to go, is to get yourself out there, get yourself known and recognised. Well, yes and no, because with social media, 1 minute your image is there and then the next minute the image is not there. So really, is it a good choice for photographers, Facebook and Instagram? My personal belief, I don't think they are. Now, let's face the cold hard facts here. You're effectively renting a room, you're renting a space to display your photographs. So what would happen if you got up next morning and Facebook and Instagram decided, well, we're not going to go down those platforms anymore, we're going to change the whole lot. And you've lost all your images, you've lost all your likes, your subscribers, your followers, and you have to start again. Now, the reason why that could possibly happen, I'm not saying it will, but it possibly could, is that you've lost all your hard work. All that hard work you've put into your social media is gone because you don't own the platform. You're renting that space. Now, a survey has just recently been conducted on how many minutes or seconds does somebody look at a photograph on social media, and it's 3 seconds. So you put your hard-earned grafted image up there, great image as it is, only to be viewed within 3 or 4 seconds on a phone. How can you display your beautiful images to a platform where people are looking at your images on a phone screen? It just doesn't make sense. And I think you're not doing yourself any favours by posting your images to Facebook and Instagram. Instagram have just come out and recently said in the last few months that it's no longer caring about photographers or still images. What they want to do over there at Instagram land is that they want to have these quick 10, 15 second videos. Because why? Because they're trying to compete with that other lunatic asylum we all know as TikTok. And photography on Instagram is dead. It's dead. You're wasting your time placing your images there as well. So how do you overcome all this? How do you get recognised? Now, you're probably watching this and you're thinking, well, what else am I supposed to do? How can I get my name out there? How can people see my images? Well, there's plenty of ways. And the first thing to do is build your own website. Simple. Websites are easy to build if you've got the time. I didn't have the time. I had someone build mine because I'm busy. So that's how I did it. I have my own website, which I can control. I can control what goes on there, what comes off there. I can control what's said there without being put in Facebook jail, you fucking dopes. Seriously, let's get serious. Facebook and Instagram for photographers is rubbish. It's bloody rubbish. You're wasting your time. Here's another thing you can think about. You've spent thousands of dollars on your camera and lens. You've wasted good time with your family because you're been out at early hours of the morning trying to catch that sunrise, or late in the afternoon to catch the sunset, so you come home when everybody else has had their dinner, you get home at 9 o'clock at night. And you're using this expensive camera and lens, 30, 40, 50, 60 megapixels. You come home, you've missed out all that time with family. You've used your expensive equipment. You've battled your way through bush, dodging spiders, snakes, and God knows what else out there. You've scrambled over wet, mossy, cold, wet rocks, trying to get that sunrise at your local beach. Then the very next day you sit in front of a computer on Lightroom Photoshop and you edit these images. And yes, they're beautiful images. I've seen your images, they're fantastic. But what do? You put them on bloody social media. Only to have your images looked at for 3 or 4 seconds and to be looked at on a phone screen, because everyone's got a phone, and social media is designed for phones, not cameras. And you've wasted all that time. You might as well have used your phone to take that image, because it's designed for social media and for people to look at your image on a phone screen, which is that. Seriously. I don't understand why people do that. You're wasting your time. So how do you get recognised? How do you get out there? Well, look, build a website. Start printing your images. Print your images. That's how, one way of becoming a very good photographer actually, print your images. Also too, target the businesses around the area that you actually took the photographs, such as cafes and restaurants, pubs, clubs, hotels, motels, B&Bs, all these sorts of places, and approach these people and say, listen, I've got these beautiful images I took across the road at the beach the other morning. I've printed them out. You want to have a look? Have a hard copy of your portfolio. Remember one thing, Facebook and Instagram is not your photography portfolio. Why? Because you don't own the fucking thing. That's why. So it's like this. Go and see these people. Mention to them that I'm a photographer of the local area. I've got these really nice images. I've got them framed. Would you mind if I put them on your walls in your cafe? Now I've done that. I still continually do it in this area. Not one person's knocked me back. And I've actually made sales from people sitting there having their coffee and crumpets, looking at my images on the wall. Oh, John, isn't that a nice image? I wonder who took that. Oh, yeah. I wonder how much that is. Oh, there's a price on it. And for a small percentage of that sales price, it goes to the cafe or restaurant owner. It's a no-brainer. Seriously. So if you're a Facebook and Instagram user, I'm happy for you. I'm not saying that Facebook and Instagram is no good. It's good in many ways and bloody shit in other ways, quite frankly. But for photography, really, I don't think so. There's better ways out there to improve your craft and to get recognised out there on your personal platform, meaning a website which you own and control, and you're not under the management of someone in a far land somewhere that if you go boo, you get banned for 6 weeks. Seriously, that's bullshit. We aren't bullshit operators here. Photographers aren't like that. So if you're a real genuine photographer, walk away from Facebook and Instagram. I'm not saying close your accounts down or close your pages down, because you'll need them when you build your website. Use them to drive the people to your website. So I know it's a contentious issue and expecting some pushback, blowback, whatever you want to fucking call it. I don't really care. But if you put some good messages down there, let me know what your thoughts are. But my thoughts are that social media for photographers is a bloody waste of time. Go out, build your website, put your images in front of real people, and I think you'll find that your photography will be much, much better. Let me know what you think. That's it for another episode of Sniper Photography. My name's Glenn Samuel, and as I always say, be nice to yourself, family and friends, but most of all, you keep shooting, keep smiling. Bye for now.